We going, man. We don't give up, boy.
We don't.
Who know that we do not give up? Yeah, we want to thank everybody and apologize for the scenario. But as we say before, the race is not finished swift.
Yes.
Real talk like on a Friday night, Mike the man on the inside.
Well, it happens is when you're doing live streaming, it has happened before. And we had to let people know that sometimes it's the internet on their side, not always where we are. So we want to apologize on behalf of Radio Irie and the Burn Team Foundation. This just happened once in a while. So, right, guys? But we're running the music for. I hope that everybody have a good weekend. Just remember, we're under curfew. And tomorrow, what going on tomorrow, boy?
You know what the thing go?
At 5:30, boy. What going on tomorrow at 5:30, boy?
So tomorrow at 5:30, we are going to have the effects of COVID on the family, the blueprint. Discussion is on fear and anxiety. Right, so we're going to be looking at how COVID affected persons, bringing fear and anxiety to their lives. Because people are really fearful. People have developed, anxiety. They never had anxiety before. They may now have panic attacks. So join us for the discussion tomorrow at 5:30 to hear some more.
Chica, Mike, this topic on Saturday is a good topic because the pressures people going through that, have to take the vaccine. It goes hand in hand.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So big up all the people in the live, big up UK. I see Julia back on the live. Big up all the family, and we're moving forward. The topic for tonight is...
Yeah. Where's the topic? Will the vaccine set us free?
Yes.
Only want my comment?
Yes, we want your comment.
I don't think the vaccine will set us free. Trust me. That is my comment. That's my comment. But I want to highlight something. I want to say something. All I noticed before when all of this was taking place and people was hesitating to go for the vaccine, I really remember what the Attorney General said a week ago about Carnival.
When he said there will be a Carnival 2022.
And will there be mother of all carnivals? Yeah? And what happened what we see happening, everybody come out to take the vaccine.
Everybody, like it's early Carnival already. They're having Carnival already. Because it's real mass,
We have to remember that the vaccine is not mandated. So a lot of people have to understand that. There's laws in place for that, so you cannot force people to take the vaccine. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's your choice. Because there's something in place with the UN, a treaty with the UN, and we have to be very careful that we don't break that. So it's up to you. I mean, if I want to take it, if you want to take it, we shouldn't tell people no, don't take it. It's all up to them if they want to take the vaccine. Because it's not mandated.
Personal choice.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, some jobs are now asking persons and making it mandatory for
they
can't
do that. You can't do that.
Right? Because one person told me that their husband is working in construction and the boss is saying, here what? You need to take this vaccine.
I think that kind of cool.
It's not mandated. You can't force anybody to take the vaccine. That's wrong.
Right. Yeah, it is wrong. And I feel that they are going to make it mandatory.
No, they can't.
At some point.
They can't. No.
So before they go, while Mike and Chica, remember this is Real Talk Live, yeah? So place in the comment section, all the latecomers, what is your sign? And the last...
Don't blame the guy. Blame it on you women too.
Right, but I bet Betsy when you reach who most hot tempered.
The thing go, it is Real Talk live on a Friday night.
Yeah, man.
Boom, boom, boom. So you know the thing go, people. Much love and tenderness. Mike, we have Radio Irie TT.
Yeah.
The collaboration is there.
So what I'm saying is we have to be very mindful that I'm trying to get
Vaccine,
back
vaccine,
onto you
vaccine.
guys here. Yes, so you're not supposed to force people to take the vaccine, and there's no country in the world that has made it a mandate that people take vaccine. You understand? So that's totally wrong.
Yeah.
And you know the dangers, what the government had to be very mindful of, people going to courts and bringing and suing and stuff. Even employer might be able to sue employer because it's not mandated that you force your staff to take the vaccine. It's their choice. It's a choice, you know.
Yes, it is a choice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
people,
I listen to you guys.
what
Yeah.
you know, do you think that they will make the vaccine mandatory? Because I mean, when we were in primary school, remember we spoke about this, right? We needed to be given some vaccination with a tetanus, measles, mumps, rubella,
True.
you know, these things. So will they now make COVID-19 vaccine a part of, you know, you need this to go to school or you need this to go to
Yeah.
work? That is the
I
question.
don't
you
know.
remember-
This
you
thing,
remember
this
in
thing
those
getting
days-
serious. I mean,
Yeah,
the law
remember
is
in those,
different.
but I remember in those days, guys, when we taking those type of vaccine, it's different to now, eh?
Coercion, boy.
It's different to now. But we have to be very mindful of what's happening. Yes, people could take the vaccine and could help, but you're hearing all kind of confusion with people dying when they take the vaccine and stuff. So we have to be very careful how we go down that line, that we don't brand it negative, right? Because
Yeah.
I know of many people who have taken vaccines and they're okay. Then you have people who have taken the vaccine, and what is being said is that the vaccine is killing them. So if you have commodity, if you're sick, you have heart problems, you're diabetic, and I wouldn't recommend anybody take the vaccine. You know?
Yeah.
So we have to be very
And it is-
mindful.
Yeah, and the thing about it is they made sure to tell people, let us say permission for want of a better word.
I have a question, Mike Chica. Let me know when I could voice my
as it-
opinion.
yes, go ahead.
Now you go ahead now, man. We listening again. Dark, you know, it's curfew time now, you know.
We as a people know the law, right? We know that you can't, right? We understand that. We've said that. But we know that there are employers who are hinting, and then they're asking questions. So it is not like they're making you, but they kind of encouraging you with a forceful way.
Yeah.
And we have to ask ourselves, would it reach a stage where it is really not an option to say yes or no? It's just when. Because if we have to go to New York, or if we have business to do, yeah? Let's say we have to go down the islands, and CARICOM says for us to have inter-island relations, we have to take the vaccine to enter into the CARICOM
But
nation.
do you know it was branded about where it was said that to go to the US you have to take a vaccine? And I don't know if you guys saw or heard that the American embassy, the US embassy in Port of Spain, issued a bulletin saying you do not have to have a vaccine to enter the US.
Yes, they did come out and say that you do not need
So it's a whole set of confusion, and we need to find out exactly what's going on, and we have to probably try to educate the people too when it comes to the vaccine.
So
and
may I
stuff.
interject?
Yeah, go ahead. You using a needle? You
May
using
I
a needle?
interject, Mike?
You using a needle?
Let's go to the comment section.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we have Mrs. Batiste James, my mother, on the live.
Oh
She's saying
God.
they can make it mandatory if we have to travel to another country. Then we have Sarah on the inside.
They got
Where I
terrible.
work, that's what they're going to do here. And the entire company has to get the vaccine.
Listening.
Otherwise, they can't work.
Oh,
And then we have Ms. Verena on the live. That point is true. This week, my husband was told he has to get the vaccine
good.
in order to get an interview.
Oh,
What? What?
So they're making it just like when they have to go to school in a sense.
I spoke about this.
Yeah, but then again, you have to remember the choice
Hey,
is yours.
This is it real.
But the choice is
Right,
yours.
and then that's where the question comes. Will the vaccine set us free? Because then they are putting persons in a position that they decide, hey, I need to make the money. I have children to feed. I have to make sure I keep a roof over my head. I have to pay the bills. I have to eat.
Comment section earlier. I know all are we talking comment section.
Right.
Giving the comment section
So,
some play.
Verena,
Yeah, go ahead.
it is not mandatory, but as Shirlan said, they will restrict basic needs and services in order to make people take the vaccine.
Yep.
Right? Sharon is saying some people turn it down, but then men have to feed their family.
No, there's a lot of repercussion in all of this, eh? There's a lot of repercussion in all of this. So we have to be mindful what we're saying as people online, myself, as a radio talk show host. We have to be mindful of what we're saying. Because I understand what the people who listening all on the live, but the mandatory cannot happen because you will be breaking. This is why I say people need to do the research. The UN treaties that you have signed, countries have signed, right? Yes, there will come a time when we'll have to take the vaccine, but they cannot make it mandated unless they put things in place that you have to take the vaccine. So you can eat, you can drink, you can travel. As it is now, they cannot make it mandatory unless the UN, that treaty that they have for countries, they've done away with it. Because a lot of governments could be sued, you can take people to court, right? But I am still saying, if it's up to you, your choice for your safety and your family's safety, if you want to take the vaccine, go ahead. I'm not going to deter anybody. You understand? If you want to do it, you do it. If I don't want to take the vaccine, you're not supposed to force an individual who doesn't want to take the vaccine.
Exactly.
So let me know when I can interject.
I want to ask you, Shirlan, you're using needles or?
You go ahead.
You go ahead.
Nice.
We ain't stopping you.
So, I am going in relation to the program manager and the layout of the show. This is Real Talk Live on a Friday night. People, if you haven't liked the page, share the page. This is Radio IVTT, Mike the Man. If you haven't liked his page on Facebook, make sure and like the page. And we have a young lady coming up with a poem. Right, so after the break, we're going to come back with the young lady with the poem. So keep it.
Abby here, and it's Burn Team England, baby. Let's go. Abby from England here, giving shout outs to my boy Lion and to my girl Chica J. Big up to the Burn Team family.
Hi, this is Sonali.
And this is Lee.
And you're watching Burn Team.
Hey, it's your girl Kyla. And you're watching Real Talk Live.
You can hear just saying hi. You're watching Real Talk Live.
This is Candy Barbara, and you're watching Real Talk Extra.
This is Shamil here. Send out love to Burn Team, and you are watching Real Talk Live.
Hi everyone, my name is Kahea, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Hey, this is Abby from England, and you're watching.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Martha, and today I'm going to be saying a poem entitled World Meditation Day, and I hope you all enjoy it. Before COVID-19, before the pandemic, our minds were at ease and there was no need to panic. People weren't being told to stay in their places there were no such thing as new or additional cases. COVID-19 was far from our mind. Oh, how I wish we can go back in time. This COVID has our mind set in a place of frustration. It comes like the pandemic has shut down our nation. The only thing we can do is abide by all the restrictions. In the meantime, let's try to get ourselves back to some level of peace of mind. COVID isn't going to be here forever. We just have to stay safe and always check out on one another. Don't lose faith, stay strong. Read a book or listen to your favorite song. The pandemic is just temporary, so I don't think we should worry. At least we can have some more time to spend.
I want to say good evening again, good afternoon to each and every one of you, and welcome back to the Burn Team crew. Along with me, Mike the Man, right here on Radio IEV. Want to say good evening to Shamika. Want to say good evening to Coffee, the lion without any teeth. So you're listening to us here right now as we're keeping it nice on this evening. Remember, curfew is just now, eh?
Yes, we have
Actually,
4 minutes.
not too far. 4 minutes?
4 minutes.
4 minutes, Shamika said. So we're talking, will the vaccine set us free? So guys, take it over. It's all over to you, right?
Yes, so we have backstage Verena, who we will bring on shortly. So all those who are watching live on Burn's page, they are also live on Radio Irie TT.
Big up Radio IVTT, man, and we love the collaboration, and we want to keep positive vibrations on the social media platform. Yeah?
Yes. So we are going to add Verena.
All of us are staying and talk to Verena, and here she is.
Hello guys, I'm back.
Yes. So
Where went?
I was enjoying the live from the other side.
All right. Nice. So you're in the house to talk to us.
So this pandemic, as a parent, it brings on a lot of stress. It really has a lot of stress because where you had to wear just two faces, a work face and then I come to home face. You have to put on now a teacher face, and you have to be more strict and everything more rigid, and oh my gosh, it is unbelievably stressful. Then
you know what the women be doing? Changing faces.
Yeah, but that's all it is. Do you know that your feel is only here? Your feel is
Exactly.
hairstyle alone. It's not the hairstyle alone, you know.
Yes, that's just how it is.
So tell me something. How your children coping in all of this?
Well, there are moments where I believe they feel stressed out. You know, when it comes to school work, because it's like, why mommy doing me this?
Okay.
Well, school again? Every day I hear, mommy, we have school today. Mommy, we have school today. They can't wait for the weekend.
But have you sat down with them and talked them through all of what's happening with this COVID and thing from start?
Yeah. From start.
And what is their reaction? What's the
Every day my
reaction?
son will be like, Mommy, what is the numbers? COVID increasing? It decreasing? How many people die?
Wow.
So I was like, I stopped telling him about that now, and
Right,
I
right,
start
right.
changing it into a more positive thing,
Yeah.
right? Instead of
Yeah.
just hearing the cases rising and stuff, we just keep little updates. We give them little updates. So
Well,
if the government,
that's the way to go.
yeah, that's the way to go.
Nice.
All
Now,
right.
what
Right
about
now,
you? What about you personally?
whew, personally,
Verena.
I just switch it off sometimes, and I just switch off. Honestly, I don't watch the updates if I don't feel I could take the updates, because I am not one who going out, going by this house, that house, and whatever. I'm home all the time.
Right.
Keep my kids safe, keep myself safe.
All
So if
right.
I feel like I don't want to hear about the updates, I don't put it on.
Wow.
Right? And
So
later on, I'll read.
all right. So let me just let you guys know. We live right now on Radio Irie. All right. We live. So being on this platform, we also live on Radio Irie right now. So smile some more now so people could see us smiling.
Madam Pearls want to see Madam.
Nice. So Shilan and Shamika, take it over now.
Yes. So we want Verena to share her experience in terms of the education system as it relates to persons with disabilities.
Yeah.
Right? So we were saying earlier on that Verena has a beautiful,
Yes.
intelligent young, daughter.
Spoil.
Yes, she's a darling. Right? She has Down syndrome. And so Verena is going to tell us about her experience during this COVID pandemic.
Oh, yes. So I have a lot to say on this, right? And I'm not trying to bash the government or bash schools or anything, but as I see it, nothing has been put in place for our kids with disabilities. And this is against their right to having an education, right? I can draw example from my daughter and at her school. So this is the first time we're experiencing primary school with a child with disabilities. And there is no extra provision for that child. Class, the teacher does not change the plans. She doesn't change how she will carry about her lessons and so on. So it makes it more challenging for the child and for the parents to carry out the lessons for the child, to help the child learn. And there's no real support given to parents, right? There are some parents who have children with disabilities who are also disabled. And how do you assist that parent with assisting the child, And I think that it is not just the school, but it's a matter of the government not putting measures in place, not putting any policies or any legislation in place. And I go back to us signing the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, right? It states that the children with disability must have an equal and fair opportunity to get an education. But if when you join the education system, they don't provide anything for you to get that proper opportunity. So we have children just slipping through the system without any real provisions made for them. And then you see that these children would fail, right? So yes, they're getting an opportunity to enter the system, but they're not getting a fair opportunity to advance themselves.
Yes. To foster that.
To foster their educational development. They're not getting that. Right? And it's not just me. I speak with a couple other parents who have children in the primary school setting. And some teachers have live classes, and if the student doesn't get the note, they don't provide the note for the parents, right? So that the parent could then give the note to the child. I can speak about my experience with my daughter recently. I had a week of hardship, you could say, right? So that was the week I just was not able to do any work or anything like that. And her teacher removes the work from the Google Classroom at the end of the week. So you don't have it for long. You just have it for the 5 days. and then she moves it on the weekend. I wasn't able to do anything. So I asked the teacher, I said, can I have the work from the week before? She said, no, think about it. My schedule is too hectic to go and get that information for you, and think about Google Classroom and see Blackboard. And when the class is finished, the board is erased. That is the type of treatment persons with disabilities are getting in the school system right now. And I have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I have a serious problem with that.
Yeah, that is a very serious problem. And I mean, if it is the teacher can do it to a child with a disability, what about the others who may have experienced some unfortunate circumstance during the week, weren't able to attend classes? Let's say we know that we are in the pandemic. What if their parents would have been infected with COVID?
This happening in COVID.
In COVID.
So
In
what will
COVID,
happen?
this is happening.
So that means
Exactly. So if it is the teacher can face the blackboard and when he knows erase, that is it. It means that if the child they find the child don't write fast enough, somebody is always going to be left behind, and no one should be left behind.
Mike.
Yeah, to be honest, I totally agree with what she's saying, because one of the questions I was going to ask is, and I think a lot of us missed it, how many parents are really trained, right? I heard everything, because I have a grandson, the same thing, and I just, asked my daughter if she was ready for all of this. We have to be mindful. Yes, it's good. The future is here. A lot of us have to grapple with it, doing online schooling. We can't get away from it. But then what about the parents? What about the training when the ministry was starting all of this? I remember my education officer and we were talking about something like this. Shilon or Shemika, I know we'll discuss some of this tomorrow also. When it comes to online school and online studies, we think we focusing on the children. What about the parents? Because the parents have to be in line of what's going on. Holidays is coming up just now. We were making recommendations. I don't know if you want to add to it. We were making recommendations where during the holiday period, the Ministry of Education should set out guidelines online and start training some of the parents. So when school opens back, they now will be at a level where they can teach, because some children teaching the parents now, All you know that?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's reverse. So what you need to do now, what the Ministry of Education need to do, as we say, the holidays coming up, set aside 2 weeks out of those 2.5 months. I can't remember how much holidays we have now. In my days, it used to be just a month. Set aside 2 to 3 weeks. Get parents online. Start training them, teaching them to use the system and everything. Because it's not everybody. Some parents has been lost. Your child doing that online, and parents are just sit down there and don't have a clue what to do, What do you think about that?
Yes, and even before we reach to the online, some parents are really, at this moment, they are not equipped to assist.
I mean, mentally, what do you think? I mean, parents right now, they're mental off,
Yeah.
So to even be trained if you're mental, not, what I mean?
Yeah. I agree, because
it's stressful.
When you have the Prime Minister asking your landlord to have empathy, and the grant you're receiving is $1,500, can't even feed your family for the month. How you're focusing on teaching your children when you're studying? Well, how are getting money to pay the rent? How are finding money to pay all the other bills, the internet bill that they need to go to school? How are we doing all these things? This frustration is
So can I interject?
and under frustration. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I interject. I have a personal friend today was evicted from her home with her daughter. Today. So empathy don't pay the bill.
It don't.
This is what's going on. So, I mean, the Prime Minister or heads of state could suggest to the landlords that they should have empathy. But I got a message this morning, they got put out with their daughter. This is what's happening. So,
It's just a suggestion.
you had to straighten your mental to even begin to deal with what is going on right now.
And I know tomorrow we'll be discussing some of these. Shamika will be talking about some of these issues tomorrow.
Yes, most
Coping.
definitely. Yes.
So what guys, what do you think is we should let the government know, because at the end of the day they listen, eh? What is some of these solutions for parents, for children? No. What do you think is some of these solutions?
Alright, so Mike is asking, what are some of the solutions we can suggest?
Well, after the adult music in the background, what are talking about the solutions? Because we try to de-stress on a Friday too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
We're trying to de-stress.
You're so tight. And I can tell all you, de-stressing is one of the ways that you could cope, There's a coping mechanism.
It's a coping mechanism,
There's a coping mechanism. Let me run a little music, and when we come back, we will try to formulate some solutions. What do you think? Might give me something to throw away, because sometimes I throw away can help de-stress me.
Again, you something to kind of cool your waist.
With this thing, boy. When we back, we don't come back. So please in the comment section, all the latecomers, what is your sign? And the last.
Don't blame the guy. Blame it on you women too.
Right, but I bet Betsy when you reach home most hot tempered.
You know the thing go, it is Real Talk live on a Friday night.
Right, so bring a big volume there for us.
Oh, good, Mike. I'm gonna drink something. Big up everybody on the live right now. Big up Tero. Big up this. Batiste. This is Batiste. This is James. That is Batiste. Right, and all the Bird Team family. Verena on the inside. Kyla on the inside. Julia on the inside. And you know, we're gonna be inside. And for them and those. Oh, man. Let me take a rock. Friday night, man. We can have Rita on the inside. I hope she joins.
So much things to say. We got so much things to say.
We just roping people and then they just can't go away. The topic for Thursday tonight, when you're looking at this, is the vaccine.
Yes, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the program.
On Saturday, as we continue that game on Radio Ivy, and the discussion COVID-19 effect on the family blueprint. Yeah, so as my game vibration, I'm going to take a little flex. And what's the damages? It was the family. Yeah, so Chica, Verena, de-stressing, I would say, would be my number one. I just want to tell my family music and I'm behaving why. Because, when the landlord calling, the bank calling, Tech bill reach Wassa, you go on by Massey, the food was one price. All you notice that? All you notice when you go in the grocery last year to now, $4 or $5 on the cornflakes, $4 or $5 on the rice, the peas going up $3. I watch the egg, and why is that egg, man? I watch the egg, I see $2 extra. So, you have to de-stress the whole. You know it is to go and sit in a classroom with all of that? Yeah. So my number one scenario for dealing with stress is to de-stress. Dance, you see when you be laughing. Laughter is my number 2. Pick out what we going to do to de-stress. What you just do to de-stress?
Well, I decided to listen to music. I love books, so I will read a book. It's my comfort food. I might even have
read a book?
For me.
Chica, alright.
A different. You can do some exercise. So as I say exercise.
Mike, don't forget
that. Online aerobics. So having that discussion about getting back in shape.
I want to interject with Mr. Mike and his CEO.
Listen. I don't understand. Like the women and them take over the show.
So, when I take over the show,
Mike will be joining us soon. I will interject this. I like to interject. Mike and his CEO is going to join us Sunday morning with aerobics.
Yeah.
So you can use that vibration as well. Yes.
Only let's make sure I wake me up earlier.
Yes, we will wake you up early. Don't worry about that. We will.
Oh, boy, Jamaica, you ain't easy.
Marina, to be honest, I mean, you know your situation with your kids, but sometimes you don't feel to pull out your hair again. You know, when you're dealing with husband, children, no money.
I don't feel to pull out my hair, no, but I just feel to use some words. Then I have to remember it's kids I have. I'm a role model. Come here. Come say hello.
I'm hearing the princess in the background.
Yes, she writing on the board. Say hello. She hiding.
Mike, how you just de-stress, boy? How you just de-stress, Mike?
Boy, you asking me that? Look as smart it is. Look as smart. My de-stress is this. Just like how Shamika said music. I remember when I was in the UK, going through all this scenario too. This is a joke here, you know. In the UK, when I was going through all this stress, I had to work. But when I come home and all the things kick up in the UK, I had to stay home 3 weeks. You know it is to stay home 3 weeks with two dumb teddy bears lying down in your bed? And they're not talking back to you? I had to talk to the CEO all them thousands of miles away. So what I used to do, I used to basically get the music, I'd put on my Bluetooth headphones, I put on the studio light run automatic, and I listen to my music.
Yeah.
And that used to save me. Else I would have come back with my hair, I would have been pulling out my hair and all kind of thing. You know? Yeah. So I understand what she's saying. And especially when you have children, small children, is very stressful. Very stressful. Yeah. Are you hearing any echo or anything?
It is easy, but it isn't easy. I don't have any of my own, but I
Not
know
yet.
And I empathize. And I see the pressures of the parents and what it is they really go through. And so, you know, like, what are we going to parent for? No, parents do need kindness as well. They need time to be time for themselves. So, in that, we spoke about compassion in the community. That's where the community will come in as well. You know, the parents, they need that time to just de-stress. We could offer to do a little babysitting, you know, look after the children for a little while. Let the mother, you know, they are single parent home, so the couple, you know, get a little time to de-stress.
Facebook, TV, people in the comment section. Place in the comment section, because we like to get a comment section involved.
And just as it have
people who watching us, what do you
teacher
do to
burnout? There's parent burnout.
Yes, there's children burnout as well.
And children burnout,
And there's husbands burnout too. And boyfriend burnout too.
Yes, husbands burnout too, yes.
Burnout or the other.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of additional responsibility.
So how do you think people will look at coping with all of this after all of this is settled down?
Yes, I'm not just my boyfriend, you know, everybody, I've seen
everybody is affected.
That's burned out. At some
so
point,
even the little boyfriend on the outside and the girlfriend on the outside get affected too?
Yes. You like to get
and they want to burn out, losing fat and things. Yes, come to the online aerobics. And we say burnout.
Yeah,
Burnout
burnout
mindfulness.
distress.
Can I interject or can I interject?
Yes, yes.
So it's Bird Team TV, Radio IVTT, and it is Real Talk Live. And, you want to give everybody love who looking at us, who commenting, who sharing, who backstage. And we just
So I see upright. I see our boy Trevor G is in the house. We want to say good night to Trevor G.
In the house, Michael. Trevor G.
Big up Trevor G, man. Loving you. Yeah. Right. So people here now. What is the coping mechanism? We use laughter, we use de-stress music, chillax, we just call it.
Yes.
So Mike spoke about after this thing has subsided, what are we going to do? Because I think the community plays a very important part. I think we're looking at the government too much. Because if we don't come together community-wise and support each other, I don't think we're going and wait for the politicians to do that. I don't think the cabinet is going to do that. I think the community would be able to assist.
Correct.
That is my vibration.
Yeah, but I support that because I remember we were saying when you look at family now, family is supposed to even get a little stronger now. Look at supporting, especially in the communities now. The communities, we have to stop blaming the government for everything. We know what's happening, but we're not taking responsibility and we're not doing what we need to do for things to get a little better. And this is not about us. This is about the future of our children and their children.
Yeah.
So we need to stop blaming the government. I know Sheila understand what I'm saying. We need to start taking responsibility for our own actions now. Because everything is we blame any government, we blame any government, we blame any government, we blame any government like a song. But the question is, what are you doing for yourself, your family, and your community? What do you think about that, Shamika?
The question, that is the question. I mean, sometimes even they might have somebody in the community who is a teacher, who is willing to assist someone who is unable, they don't know how to do the job, the work, and they need someone to explain to them that is math, how to do addition. It will always have somebody in the community. The community
who could help.
Different people with a lot of different backgrounds, experiences, qualifications. Everybody.
But I know we say in the community, right? The community involves their landlord and stuff too, And
yes,
that is.
Yeah, Karina.
Can you repeat, please? Just talk a little bit better.
I was saying the community involves the landlords and all these different establishments too that you may have Owen and all of that. All of them comprise of the community. Because without the people, how it is you're going to sell a bed? Without the people, who you're going to rent the house to? So in this trying time, people have to look at human nature, how we could help each other, how we could be compassionate and come together rather than think about, I need to earn this money and this is my money and I don't want to lose out on, and I think people watching it from a wrong way. The people who are not being affected, they are watching it from a wrong way, thinking that, well, if I don't get this $2,000 rent, that's $2,000 less in my savings. $2,000 cannot compare to an entire family suffering or a mother ending up with mental health issues because she cannot finance a home, or the father cannot finance the home, ending up with mental problems and so on. That is going to cause you problems in the long run, because if this father or this mother go mad and start to rob and kill, your family could end up being affected. So people need to think about it all around.
True.
It's $2,000. It might seem like plenty, but in the exchange is not much.
True.
Okay, so Mike, we are not hearing you.
Mike, it is up
yeah, so I was asking, I was saying that compassion in all of this is important.
Yes. I know Shamika, Radio Irie, TT, Burn Team have embarked upon, reaching out to persons who need counseling, who need that kind of peer group. And that would be another aspect in which we can assist. I know if Verena would like to be involved, but we would be putting that in place alongside Radio IVTT. So Saturday, 5:30, that would be the forum with Radio IVTT to kind of bring back that kind of foundation and bring back that support system. So it's really a support system. Because, we could say a lot of things, but we must be able to do something. So this, I think, is what we are offering the community. So persons who need that listening ear, persons who need that counseling, or persons who are really in need of support mentally, I invite you guys to come on 5:30 tomorrow, guys.
And I think it's important. I think it is very important what you're saying there, because I know Shamika and I was talking during the week, and what we wanna look at and what she's looking at also, and the focus is, we know people have a lot of issues going through this period and this time. So in conjunction with Burn Team and Radio IB, we want to really set up something where people could contact us. If you want to contact Radio IB through our WhatsApp, through the show or whatever, where we could refer, because Shamika is going to be our in-house social worker. And sometimes people might look at her and say, oh, she young, what she could do for me? But it's not what she could do for you, It's what you want to do for yourself. You understand? So we want to set up something where people could contact our social worker, Shamika James, have one-on-one, and, you don't necessarily have to be live or you have to talk your business. You want to talk behind closed doors? You contact the social worker, Shamika James, and if she has to refer you to others, so be it. So that's one of the things we're looking at. And again, as I said, I want to say thanks to Burn Team for collaborating with us, because we are on the same mental thinking. We want to make that change in the community. We're going all out to do what we need to do. And as the song say, ain't no stopping us now. You understand?
It's a big tune. So run some tune in the meantime, between time.
Yeah, man.
So we have some people in the backstage to bring on
this song.
People, probably. People correlate again, book. Again, book. Sexy. So we have these best people. Look at this. He's wearing our sexy. Go back a little bit. Let us be sexy. Let us go back and see it. Step back. And let us see it. Nice. So remember we talk about this sexy. We have to start our new brand. This is ladies only. And the slogan is we coming against violence against women. So we have a whole page dedicated to this. Right? Against women, and ladies like to say to get the sexy on. So that is why. Yeah. On the new wave finale, we have Verena, but there's no Mike. Yeah, so Mike, pop up before you. We're going a little longer than usual. So we had a little pause start on this. Verena, you can line tonight, or you have commitment?
Alignment at the session tonight.
Right, so the topic for today is
from the back to set us free. I know we discussed so many different things, right? But all these, everything linked.
Yeah. So big up Charlene from New York on the inside. Much love and
Big up to
Big up Abby
Charlene.
from England. Abby, where are you? You're gonna send me the link, Abby. Then we all how we fall down with the amount of people we start back over. Because I get both here women. You know? Yeah. So Mike, pop up the volume. Sonali said she whining tonight. Because she had to pay the cable and she had no money. She get half her pay. I just say, you know, it's stressing. You had to pay one. You had to pay one before.
Was it? I didn't even hear you.
You had to pay.
What's that?
What?
I didn't hear clearly. You have to repeat
You
that.
pay what, sir? You pay the cable? You
Yeah.
pay the cable?
Of
Right,
course.
good. Right. Marina, which is the bill you don't bound to pay? Well, let's place in the comment section. Candy Barbara on the
Higher
inside.
purchase. Don't pay a higher
Yeah.
purchase bill.
We are paying what? Right. Candy Barbara on the inside.
Let them take it back
So
and
we
go sit down on the
decided
ground.
which bill we can pay in COVID because it has certain bill we can pay. Certain bill have to take the back door.
Internet is a must.
So
Top
which bill
priority.
going in the back door? Mike, which one are your bill going in the back door? Marina, we go touch your back.
Yeah.
We'll bring you back on. We're making room for again both. Again both, Mike. Again both. Look, England. Pump up the music. You know what we say? We want to know in the comment section, Candy Barbara, Abby, Sonali, Mike, which bill is going in the vaccine?
That's a big question, boy. Hey, that's a big question.
Hey, we can't pay all, man. We can't pay all. You have to be real. You have to be real. You can't pay all one time.
Hold on, you can't play all.
You can't pay all one time. Bill, forget about the next finale. Which bill? Which bill?
Which bill for what? Which bill for what?
Which bill you're putting in the back door? Which bill going backstage? Light bill? Cable bill? Which bill? WhatsApp? Direct? Which bill going
Boy,
back
you
door?
gotta
If you have to choose
Hey,
one
you
bill
gotta pay
that
all
you
them bill, boy. You gotta pay all.
Candy Barbara
Ah.
say loan. Candy Barbara say the loan have to hold on.
Yeah.
Abby, what you say?
Yeah, I agree.
All them bills
I
had to
agree.
pay.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
you gotta
for
pay all
me
the
to live
bills.
comfortably, all them bills had to pay.
Yep.
Abby, which
Yep.
bill we could put back door, girl? Which bill?
But Shalon, you should have restructured it like this. You should have say how many women or how many men will hide a wallet.
Look how back and here, my God.
Let me hear the ladies now. What do you have to say about that one?
Why
Nobody hiding no wallet from me. Because I'll beat you. Right.
I go inside the post. I played over. I go inside the post.
So again, I don't even need your wallet. I have my own. So I won't even go you.
That is true.
Right,
That
Abby.
is so true. Good answer.
Abby,
Yeah.
Anyhow, we go lead that far next time. So it's Real Talk Live, I mean live, so it's Real Talk online. The stress cause COVID, and we're putting a bill in the back door. So place in the comment section, Candy Barbara says she put in the loan in the backstage.
The what? Was she put in? Was she pushing?
The loan to the bank. The loan for the
Oh,
bank.
the loan. LOAN. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. She say the bank could hold on.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's true. That's true.
Bank could hold on a little 2 months. Take your time. I'm coming to you. Yeah. So I mean, how is England? How England coming along with the COVID? All the parties or all the parties?
We're starting to loosen up with the partying a bit.
Yeah.
But again, our beautiful Prime Minister Boris Johnson,
What are you talking about?
he is looking to lock down again.
I saw it last night.
Boris
Yeah.
like Captain Bull, you know.
Watch me,
Boris
Boris
was a
Johnson.
kind of rowdy
I did
finisher
only
for
like
my
Boris
life.
Johnson. I only like Boris Johnson when he was the mayor. Not now.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
when you, yeah.
Well, power
And
to
girl?
you.
Yes, he was a
What
beautiful
part of
mayor.
yeah, what part of the UK you are?
I'm in Birmingham with Jizan.
Oh, good. Hey, Olia,
Which
when
Jizan?
I saw the check on Jizan,
I call Jizan when I talk to Jizan.
Jizan is on live, I think. She's on the other
is
side.
it a boy or a girl?
Nothing
No
happened
worry,
yet.
Nothing happened
Nothing
yet.
happened yet.
Because still we fingers and we
Yeah.
when the baby
Right.
born,
So,
we
you
go
in
live.
Birmingham? I was in Manchester.
Oh, Manchester.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really like
It's
Manchester.
So what it is Boris talking about extent? What it is he looking at? What are you looking at?
Well, apparently he bring out this roadmap to freedom kind of thing. And he gave us dates where certain stuff will open up as the months roll on. But as it getting closer to the airports open up, clubs and everything else, when it getting closer to that, he's trying to pull back. So, I don't know.
But all the governments do the same damn thing.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's right now that is it.
He just tested.
Every
That's all he
government,
did.
Yeah.
they send them an email, or they just do this for me. Everybody doing the same thing. We teasing you, and then we pulling it back from you.
Pull it back. Oh, yeah.
That's what going on. It's
That's
back on
it.
the
You know, funny thing. All those people who went on to take the vaccine, right? I wouldn't be surprised if I hear in the next few days or a week or so here it have a spike.
Nah, but actually, yeah. Because yesterday morning, I actually carried my father to go and get his vaccine, and that was like legit 5:10 in the morning when I dropped it.
Wow.
Yeah. And it already had a good amount of people waiting. This morning, he dropped to my mom, and the amount, even she went around the same time too, just a few minutes after 5, the amount of people it had there, plus when we called her, there was a huge commotion of the people who were there yesterday and got turned back, came back out this morning, and they were arguing with police and stuff. So I would not be
That happened
surprised.
today? That happened today?
Yeah, that happened today. There were video and shots of it. I wouldn't be surprised
Moms make
because
news.
there were
Tell
some people
moms-
who
tell
still didn't
moms
even
this
wear the
for
mask
her
properly.
on the news.
So I wouldn't be surprised that there would be a little after that.
But you know,
I
I
think
said at
that
the top, I don't know if you want to agree with me. Remember, I was saying that at the top of the show, you guys, my friend in Birmingham and yourself. Remember when the Attorney General came out and said we're gonna have carnival next year, mothers of all mothers, and
Yeah.
nobody was coming out all the time. From the time you mentioned carnival,
Actually, no. From the time you mentioned that borders are going to be open within 4 to 6 weeks earlier, them little people and they want to play the coming out now and acting up. They
So
want
the
to play the
comment
coming out
section, we
now and acting up.
have Candy Barbara in the comment section.
yeah, man. Let me hear what she said.
Okay. It have too much congregating and no proper physical distancing. And I mean, it's something basic. I do not know how it is people were practicing this before. Personal space. It has something called personal space. And if you were doing that all the time, you wouldn't have any problem to social distancing and all.
So people is real talk life again. Might give you some music, so now this is winding and having to keep working. England, the vaccine, pay to follow up it. A man tell me the vaccine is giving price. But I the only thing that set people free. A man said they're praying, but the vaccine they are free. So where's the volume? Let me get this thing going.
And the family and international already.
Working yet?
Hands up, bumpers down. Touchdown, 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 touchdown,
Wait.
touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I don't know who is
You're
this.
watching Burn Team TV.
Nothing serious, she don't want drama. Say bend up your waist like an inverted.
And that was Charlene from New York. Love. So it is Real Talk Live on a Friday night, fast line, fast, all kind of things. And the Zan now sitting here, that's the Zan. Oh Lord, England run the world, why? Yay. We're coming soon. Right? So we are live on Radio IRI as well. Make sure to check out Radio IRI. And Saturday evening, we have in Saturday.
The effects of COVID-19 on the family, the blueprint. We are going to speak about fear and anxiety.
There's an people, but she disappeared.
Yes. So, Verna,
I think you see that, you see those topics.
You come and take a wine. You come and take a wine with the pills at the body outskirts.
Come, let me see the wine. Go down.
I'm not ready. So this is the spoilers of the kids.
Yes.
Everybody say hi.
Say hello.
That is Auntie Abby, Auntie Sonali, Uncle.
Say hello.
Uncle Mike.
say bye. Hi.
She dancing dance.
Right, so big up Candy Baba on the inside, big up Mini on the inside, big up Charu on the inside, family. And
yes,
before we roll out, so we are outside. So we have a segment called What You're Cooking. So Verena, we wanted to set up the camera by the pot, so we want to show people the culinary skills of Verena. So tomorrow, the camera in the kitchen, not in the bedroom, in the kitchen. What time?
Jerry said cook with me, you know.
Right, so yeah, all who want to cook in the kitchen, all they can cook. So tomorrow is What the Cooking video.
We want all the ladies who are in live right now supposed to be cooking tomorrow. Or let her come back and cook something. Even if it's corned beef and one rice, great. Or come back.
Right? So is your boy Lion? Mikey Man.
All the way on Radio IRI Studios.
Bye guys.
Abby here, and it's Burn Team England, baby. Let's go.
Abby from England here, giving shout outs to my boy Lion and to my girl Chica J. Big up to the Burn Team family.
Hi, this is Sonali.
And this is Lee.
And you're watching Burn Team.
Hey, it's your girl Kyla, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
You can hear us saying hi. You're watching Real Talk Live.
Sandy Barbara, and you're watching Real Talk Extra.
This is Shamil here. Send out love to Burn Team, and you are watching Real Talk Live.